sustainable development. Sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. What is the main purpose of Sustainable Development Goal, or the SDG? It aims to transform our world. They are a call to action to end poverty and inequality, protect the planet, and ensure that all the people enjoy health, justice, and prosperity. It is critical that no one is left behind.
We all know that Philippines, unfortunately, ranks in low-term environmental sustainable and has become an increasingly prominent concern for the Filipino people. Today, environmental sustainability in the Philippines is still a top priority, and there are some issues about environmental that need to aid.
The first one is the air and water pollution. Air pollution is a pressing environment concern in the Philippines, particularly in urban areas where high levels of vehicle emissions and industrial activities contribute to the problem. This poor air quality not only results in respiratory problems and other health issues, but also has negative effects on cross and natural ecosystem. In addition, marine pollution poses a worrisome threats to the Philippines, as coastal areas and marine habitats face the damaging effect of plastic pollution, oil spills, and untreated sewage discharge. This rampant plastic waste harms marine biodiversity and endangers the livelihood of fishing communities.
Number 2, deforestation. Deforestation stands as another prominent environmental challenge in the Philippines, with significant areas of forest being cleared each year for agricultural purposes or to make way for infrastructure projects. This destructive activity has resulted in the loss of critical habitat for endangered species, soil erosion, and destruction of water resources. Additionally, it has led to the displacement of indigenous communities who rely on these resources for their livelihoods. Despite the government's effort of combat illegal mining and logging, enforcement and monitoring remain daunting tasks due to limited resources and corruption issues.
Number 3, sea level rise. The Philippines is vulnerable to the impact of climate change, including sea level rise. In fact, the country has witnessed sea level rise at an alarming rate of 60 centimeters, which is about 3 times higher than the global average. This poses a significant threat to low-lying coastal areas and small island communities, resulting in increased coastal erosion, loss of land, and intrusion of salt water into freshwater sources. The implications of this phenomenon are severe, as it adversely impacts agriculture, food security, and human settlement in these vulnerable areas. Displacement of communities and increased vulnerability to natural disasters such as storms, surges, and typhoons are among the dire consequences. Number 4, threats to environmental activists. Environmental activists in the Philippines face significant threats to their safety and well-being. According to a report by Global Witness, the Philippines ranked as the 4th deadliest country in the world for land and environmental defenders, and the deadliest in Asia. Many have been subjected to harassment, violence, and even extrajudicial killings for their effort to protect the environment and advocate for sustainable development. The lack of adequate protection and legal mechanisms to safeguard the rights of environmental defenders poses a challenge to addressing environmental issues in the country, as it creates a chilling effect on activism and hampers effort to hold those responsible for environmental destructions accountable. These are just some of the problems faced in sustainable development. So the question is, how a student like me can promote sustainable development? There are so many ways to promote sustainable development. First, by educating yourself, so you can be a student as educator. In what way? By increasing your awareness, knowledge, and skills related to environmental protection and integrating economic, social, and environmental issues into their education and work. Engaging debate and discussions that raise awareness and encourage actions towards environmental issues, and engaging in activities designing and transforming the environment to make it more sustainable and pleasant.
Students also know to take responsibility for the environment and society by taking actions such as reducing waste and conserving resources. It is important to educate yourself on the concept of sustainable development and its importance in addressing global challenges. Participating in programs like Education for Sustainable Development can help you gain knowledge and awareness about these issues. By actively engaging in these activities like initiative, you can play a role in promoting sustainable development as a student.
Promoting sustainable development is essential for creating a better future for our planet and its inhabitants. Here are some actions or ways to promote sustainable development. Education and awareness. Raise awareness about the importance of sustainability through educational programs, workshops, and public campaigns. Knowledge is key to driving change. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Encourage individuals and businesses to reduce waste, reuse materials and products, and recycle whenever possible. This conserves resources and reduces the environmental impact. Renewable energy. Invest and promote the use of renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower to reduce greenhouse gas emission and dependence of fossil fuels.
Green transportation. Encourage the use of public transportation, carpooling, biking, and walking to reduce the environmental impact of commuting. Support the development of electric and hybrid vehicles. Sustainable agriculture. Promote sustainable farming practices that conserve soil, reduce water use, and minimize the use of pesticides and chemical fertilizers.
Biodiversity conservation. Protect and restore natural ecosystems and habitats. Encourage reforestation and afforestation projects to combat deforestation and promote biodiversity. Waste management. Implement effective waste management systems, including composting, to reduce landfill waste and promote recycling. Responsible consumption. Advocate for responsible consumer choices, including in purchase of sustainable products, locally sourced goods, and fair trade items. Circular economy. Promote a circular economy where products and materials are reused, manufactured, and recycled, reducing waste and conserving resources. Sustainable tourism. Encourage responsible and sustainable tourism practices that respect local cultures and protect natural environments. Community engagement. Involve local communities in sustainable development initiatives, ensuring their needs and perspectives are considered. Research and innovation. Support research and development efforts into finding innovative solutions for sustainable development challenges. Advocacy and activism. Encourage in advocacy and activism to influence policies, businesses, practices, and consumer behavior to align with sustainability goals. Remember that sustainable development is a comprehensive and ongoing process, and collective efforts are essential to make a meaningful impact on the environment and society. From the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, for me, no poverty should be focus of the government. Sovereignty in a country can be influenced by various factors. Income inequality has been found to have a positive and significant relationship with poverty over time. Population growth has also been shown to positively affect poverty severity. It is important for governments to address these factors and implement policies that promote equitable economic growth, stable population growth, and employment opportunities to all alleviate poverty.